Everybody, my name is Rick Mansbridge. Some of you might remember me from last year. I was a fellow that kept posting video presentations to the Google Plus community. I guess that's because I like the video format for learning, and I like the video format for production, which same thing really, learning and production, same thing. I also like the podcast format. So I guess most of my productions, my creations during this course will be either podcast, audio, or video. Although I will also be exploring blogs, which I learned about last year. Um, Slideshows are good if they're short. I mean, to be honest, I can't really get excited about a slideshow presentation. Not to say that some of the ones that have been produced aren't wonderful and frank and entertaining, but I really think a video presentation or audio presentation has a more immediacy and a more engaging quality. And I encourage you all to give it a go. I know at first it's probably quite nerve-wracking with the camera facing you, and certainly I was not very comfortable the first few times, but you do get easier, and of course you can push the replay or record button or delete button if you need to, and try again. But I urge you all to try the video format. I think that's where the future is with teaching and learning, particularly remote education. I did my teacher training pre-1980. Now, in fact, I finished my teacher training in 1980. I trained at Mount St Mary Teachers College, which is now a campus of the ACU. Um, However, most of my adult life has not been in the classroom. Although I have been involved in instruction for over 30 years, most of my adult life's been in business. I started the Master of TESOL last year, enjoyed it very much, and looking forward very much to this year. It's good to see some old faces and people back from the first year. My interest in education, um, well, I've got a broad interest in many things really, but as far as education goes, and not just education, I like a systems approach to understanding a situation or problem. I particularly like the notion of an ecosystem where you have influences up and down and back and forth. I like the notions or models of complexity, complex theory, complex systems. Um, they're systems that have heterogeneous agents interacting with each other and with the environment, and these interactions um, generate self-organizing emergent patterns, and these patterns are unpredictable. And once a pattern emerges, the pattern also can exert a downward pressure on the system. Perhaps the most, pardon me, perhaps the most profound insight that complexity theory gives is that there is fundamental uncertainty in complex systems. Now, humans live and are part of complex systems. And this fundamental uncertainty is something that most people don't understand. They think that things can be predicted. They think there are probabilities that things will happen, like the toss of a coin. You get a head or a tail over time. But complex theory says that no, there's a fundamental uncertainty that you cannot predict with accuracy the outcome of a system. Now, there's my phone just going off, so I'm just going to pause for a moment.